My name is Jelena. I came from Serbia last year in August. I worked for a security company for more than 12 years in financial and customer service departments. I got married 7 years ago. Here in Canada, I live with my sister and her husband, and besides school, I worked with her on a wedding decoration event.
Nice. So you've been here for almost a year now?
Almost a year.
Almost a year, wow.
Next month, it's going to be a year.
Are you going to celebrate your 1 year anniversary?
Well,
or is it not
actually, 1 year was now in July that we left Serbia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, we went to visit my sister in US, and in August, after visiting US, we came here.
Yeah. So did you celebrate?
Well,
what did you do?
the anniversary was on July 17, but my marriage anniversary was on 21st. So we went out.
So close, yeah.
Yeah. So we went out to have a dinner, and we visited White Rock.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You went to the beach?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Where do you live? Whereabouts do you live in Vancouver?
Pitt Meadows.
Pitt Meadows, okay.
Pitt
So
Meadows.
that's quite a bit to White Rock. You have about an hour drive or so?
So I think like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So your husband is here with you.
Yeah.
So
we came together.
You came together, but he came because you got a study permit and everything.
Yes. Actually, it's an interesting story.
Yeah, what's the story?
My sister was pushing me like more than 10 years to come here, but I didn't want to leave my parents.
Yeah.
Because one sister is in US, the other one is here, and my parents are old, like 80. Both of them are 80, and it was difficult to me to leave them. Yeah, because I moved from my parents' home 8 years ago actually.
When you
so
got
I
married,
grew up with them. They are like used to. I used to help them, and everything. What they need, I was there to make sure that
everything's okay.
Is okay, and it was really difficult for me. So Marco, my husband, was like guilty that I decided to come.
How was he guilty?
Because
he wanted to come?
He wanted, and for the first time when we came here together, like 2.5 years ago,
to just visit.
Just to visit my niece. We attended her wedding.
Yeah.
So it was first time for him.
Yeah.
He was super happy.
He
loved it. When we like went out from airport, he was delighted to see everything, and he wanted to like, let's go, let's try, so we can see we always can come back.
Yeah. No.
And like,
That's I was wondering, because you had such a good job, and it seems like everything was okay, right over there. It's not like you were under any pressure to get up and leave Serbia, right?
Yeah.
It was a bit of a surprise for me. Why did you get up and leave? You know, everything was
because
good.
Because of him, because he wanted to. He has 2 diplomas, like from agricultural university, and like. Something between, like, it's not a high school, it's not a college, like 2 years diploma for agriculture as well, and he worked like for between $500 and $600 per month.
Okay, yeah.
He wasn't satisfied.
So he's not happy with that.
Yeah, he's not. He worked after he finished, after he graduated the university. He started to work over there, but he wasn't satisfied with salary.
So is he able to work here?
He's working he started in November last year, and he's working in the same field.
Nice. So because you had a study permit, he has the ability to get a work permit?
He got his work permit as well, because we did everything together in the same time.
And he got the work permit. So is he happy now?
Yeah, he is.
Good. Are you happy?
Yeah, I am.
What's going on with your parents? Do they express that they're missing you? Or?
Because we got the approval letter from immigration officer in end of the April last year, and every time when we come to my parents' house, my mom like just start to cry.
Oh.
But she understands that this is.
Yeah, you got to move on with your life.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for us. Even we had a good I had a good job with a good salary over there, but someday they want to hear, but
they want the best for you, for you guys.
Yeah, they will leave me their apartment, but with the situation over there and lots of young people are like
just leaving. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Sometimes mom is
gets emotional.
Still sometimes she cries sometimes.
Are you planning on going back and visiting soon?
Yeah, we are going in September after we finish this term.
Nice. What is you're the youngest kid?
I'm the youngest one.
So where's the sister that's here?
She's the oldest one.
She's the oldest one, and then where in the States does the other one live?
In Kentucky, Bowling Green.
Okay. Did you go visit Kentucky too?
Yes.
And you chose Vancouver over Kentucky? I'm surprised.
Yeah, because Kentucky and Bowling Green, the city that she lives, is more like a small. It's a small town. There is no. Everything is so slow. There is no anything like that you can. I like it because it's a quiet and peaceful place, but I don't see myself over
But
there.
Vancouver is a whole different story. I mean, you want quiet, you get quiet. You want nature, you can have nature. I mean, Pitt Meadows is a beautiful country land where you can, it can be quiet, it can be in the farmland, right?
Yeah, and I want to say something, but I just forgot. Maybe
I'll come back to you. Yeah. So. Now you're studying, tell me what you're studying here.
I'm studying business administration program here, and it's kind of related to my previous experience because I worked in administrative and financial department in the company back in Serbia. So I think this is like just upgrading and learning new things.
What you already knew. So tell me, how are you finding the program? Is the program challenging? Is it easy because you've done it before? Tell me a little bit about your experience.
Challenging was a thing that I have to, after 14 years I have to study again. And concentrate on assignments.
Doing homework.
Homework, yes. But most of the subjects here are familiar to me because I finished economic school over there. So lots of definition terms I already knew.
You're already familiar with. On average, how much time would you say you put towards studying outside of school?
Well, in this term particularly every day after school or during the
And this
break.
is your third term, right? Fourth term,
the last one.
You're almost done.
Yeah, I'm studying whenever I have free time, during the break between the classes in the school, afternoon at home, during the weekends.
So you study quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do anything for fun here? Or do you not have time for fun?
Well, when we are doing wedding decoration, it's really fun.
That's right, yeah. Now, is that your sister's business? That's what she does?
It's a side business.
Because it's a seasonal thing, right? I would guess when summer is over, that's going to slow down.
Starting from April or May until
October.
This
probably.
year we have last wedding on December 28th, I think.
December 28th?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Winter
usually
wedding.
from April, May to September, October.
That gets busy.
Yeah.
And that's her side business. So she does something else, and then that's the side.
She's doing bookkeeping.
Good for her. Yeah. She hustles, huh? I remember your sister.
Yeah.
She's Tell me the story of how you got introduced to ITD.
We got a referral from my sister's friend.
Okay. Did she study here? Or
no, his nephew was studying here. I think 2 or 3 years ago. He got his diploma. So his uncle and my sister's friend recommended this school.
Yeah, and then they came here. I remember we had an open house and she came. Was I talking to you first or was I talking to her first?
Me and you was communicating via emails. How everything started. I saw the online test,
the English test,
English test here in school, and to do the online test you need some code.
Yeah, you need
yeah. So we found my husband's co-worker to get the code on his email, but the code was expired because you had only 30 minutes to use it. And then I send you the email, and that's how our communicated. Yeah. So and then you told me that you have open house one day, and they came.
Yeah, they came here. I remember it was. I think I had just started working here, maybe like a month or 2 months or something like that.
In
October, November.
October, November
2017.
17.
Yeah. 17. Yeah. So I first I didn't recognize them, and then when I recognized them, I'm like, oh yeah, and it felt like they wanted to make sure the school is real. I was like, it's real. You can see it's real. Yeah. But she's a very pleasant lady. I met her husband as well. He's really nice as well.
Thank you.
Very good. So I know that you and I have had conversations about your future and where you want to go. But just for the people watching, can you tell me a little bit about what your aspirations are and what fields you want to get into and what are the things you want to do?
Okay, you already know that I have 12 years experience in administrative jobs and some kind of finance. I didn't do accounting because we had accountant. But I was on daily basis in contact with our accountant, and I'm familiar with accountant jobs. So that's the only thing I already worked, and I knew I know how to do it, and I'm expecting to find a similar job to this, so something office administration related, or why not bookkeeping, accounting tomorrow. And
plus you have a lot of experience in a particular field, right?
Yes. I work for a security company.
So when you say security, explain a little bit what you mean by security.
I started in monitoring center, call operator.
Like alarm monitoring,
Alarm monitoring, yes. Alarm monitoring and video surveillance monitoring. So I was in contact with our clients that we secure their sites, like private houses, businesses, banks, embassies. We had to respond when we receive our notification. We had to respond on that, like calling our intervention team to go over there and check. Then second step was to call the persons from the procedure to make sure, to verify with password that we are talking with the right person. And besides that, that was the main job, main responsibility. And during the month or weekly or monthly, I had to report, to make a report of alarm system work and send to my boss and clients that paid for that.
Did you ever do any sort of sales when you were in that company with the clients?
We had
other people that were doing that
department for sales. Yeah, but I was in contact with them as well.
With the salespeople.
With the salespeople, because after they sell service or equipment for alarm systems, we need, and they usually they were responsible to make a contract. If they are not available or they cannot do it in any reason, me and my colleagues were like.
You would take over.
And based on those contracts, we were maintaining that database of clients with prices from contract, and at the end of the month, I was responsible to do the invoice for monthly service, or if the equipment were sold, to do the invoice for the sold equipment.
Okay. You've now been here for almost a year, right? In Vancouver for almost a year. I bet Vancouver has some things that you weren't expecting, surprises in whatever way. Life just when you're transitioning from one thing to another is not always easy,
Yes.
right? What are some of the challenges that you've faced in the past year, and you've managed to work through them?
Well, this is my 5th time that I'm here, so I was familiar
With the city.
with the city, with the people. But the thing that is challenging, still is challenging for us, is like connection between close friends. We used to have a gathering with our friends every day, or at least on weekends.
Yeah.
But here we have really close friends, but we saw them only once in a year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're living here in downtown. We're living in Pitt Meadows, and it's so hard to make
to get together.
And
do you think that's because of culture? Is it because of work? Is it because of, what do you think that's the reason for that is?
Well, if I'm looking at my sister and her friends, it's not a matter of culture. I think it's work, and those friends that I mentioned, they have kids.
Probably,
They have a kids, so everything is.
So you're just busier. You're just very busy. You don't have time to do these things. Okay.
Yeah. And the distance between the cities here is.
It's a lot more than.
It's a lot more than back home, and you need a car to go wherever you want. So everything else is pretty much good.
Okay.
We have lots of help from my sister and her husband, so I cannot complain about anything else. But we are like
You're just a little lonely.
Yeah. That's the biggest challenge, and when
makes sense.
Yeah, my husband was so emotional a few days ago, and he was like almost crying and like calling all friends over back home, and
it's also kind of like a part of the package of migration, right? You miss everything that you left back home to make new connections. And
whenever someone asks us, what do you miss, or do you miss anything, like beside the parents? We miss just our friends.
Just
nothing
the
else.
Friends. So it's just human connections that you miss. Yeah, I think it takes time to develop strong connections here, right?
Yes.
Because you're in a new environment, and then also something else that I've experienced. I'm sure you've experienced the same thing. Is the older you get, the harder it is to connect with people easily. You know, like when we're kids, we just say hi and we play on the playground, and we're best friends, right?
Yeah.
But when you're older, it's harder because you think, who is this person? Do I want to let them in my life? What are their motivations? Like all these things are going on in your head. So, but I think given enough time, you probably build new connections and build friendships that
Fortunately, my husband loves to talk with everyone.
Yeah.
Regardless, does he know them or not? He just come and say, "Hi, my name is Marco. What are you doing? I'm from Serbia," and stuff like that. And last year in November, we went to Kelowna to do some donation decoration for a couple from. She was born here. No, she was born in Belgrade, but she's living in Canada for 20-25 years, and she got married 2 years ago. And last year, her husband came. He's from Bosnia, so we went to Kelowna to make them like charity wedding party and everything.
Nice.
And Marco was just like, okay, hi, I'm Marco. I will do the photos for you tonight, and now we are best friends.
That's awesome.
Every once
so
a while,
he connects easily with people.
Yeah, once a while we always going to Kelowna, and
Kelowna is nice.
Yeah,
really nice. That's good. That's good. What are your long-term plans? Like long-term, 3 years, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Interesting. We had a similar assignment.
Did you?
Like financial, to write an essay about our financial goals in next 5 years. Well, we came here like a year ago, and for this period that we are here, we already have some savings, and we are like talking. We slowly start talking about our plans in the future. The first thing is to get PR, and after that. We are planning to enter the work with my sister, like become more serious about that.
With the
wedding
stuff.
Yes, maybe one day she can leave her full-time job and
do it
dedicate herself only on this
that
kind
would
of
be
job.
Nice.
And the second thing that we are planning, Marco has almost 8 years experience in agriculture, and after he's going to English school, like learning English, and in a few years we hope that he can start like his own business to produce tomato or bell pepper or lettuce, because he already worked that back home.
Nice. Maybe you guys can buy a farm here and
who knows,
and just work out of it. Yeah. What about family stuff? Any plans?
Yeah, we have plans.
Yeah.
So we will see.
Soon?
I hope so.
Okay, good.
I hope so.
Good. Is there anything that you want to share that I haven't asked you?
Well, I can just tell everyone if they have any ambitious to come and change their life, they don't need to be coward like I was, because I honestly I was.
Yeah.
And I think that my husband is the person who made me to like change my mind, to be more open for the new things, and I don't regret.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for taking
You're
the time
welcome.
to sit down
You're
with me. I
welcome.
appreciate it. Thanks,
You're
Jelena.
welcome.